Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're diving into some essential tips and tricks for all you soon-to-be dads out there. Think of me as your spirit guide, your pregnancy guru, well, you get the picture. We're talking about the wild, wacky, and sometimes vomit-inducing ride that is pregnancy. But don't worry, your friendly neighborhood Deadpool is here to make sure you survive with your sanity, mostly intact. Let's get started. Okay, first things first, the first trimester. This is the beginning of an incredible journey, but it's also a time filled with a whirlwind of changes and emotions. Imagine a roller coaster that's all loops and drops with no straight paths in sight. It's thrilling, it's terrifying, and it's completely unpredictable. Except instead of screaming your lungs out, your partner is experiencing every emotion known to mankind. Sometimes all at once. One moment, she's laughing at a silly joke, and the next she's crying over a commercial. It's a roller coaster of feelings, and you're along for the ride. We're talking mood swings that would make a hurricane jealous, with emotions swirling around like a storm. One minute she's calm and collected, and the next, she's a whirlwind of frustration and tears. Fatigue that could rival a sloth on a 3-day bender, leaving her feeling utterly exhausted. She might need naps at the most unexpected times, and it's your job to make sure she gets the rest she needs. And morning sickness, that's anything but a good time. It's not just in the morning either. It can strike at any time of the day, making her feel queasy and uncomfortable. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, and trust me, you do, is to be the most supportive, understanding, and vomit bucket-holding partner the world has ever seen. This means being there for her no matter what time of day or night it is. Seriously guys, this is where you earn those world's best dad mugs. It's not just about being there for the fun parts, it's about showing up when things get tough. Stock up on ginger ale, crackers, and anything else that might settle her stomach. These small gestures can make a big difference in how she feels day to day. Learn the art of nodding sympathetically while simultaneously dodging projectile. Well, you know, it's a delicate balance of showing empathy and staying out of the line of fire. And for the love of all that is holy, don't even think about complaining about your own lack of sleep. Trust me, you'll live. This is just the beginning, and there's so much more to come. Embrace the chaos, support your partner, and remember, you're in this together. Listen up, fellas, because this is important. Doctor's visits are non-negotiable. These appointments are crucial for both your partner and your baby. It's not just about being there physically, it's about being present mentally and emotionally. Your partner needs to know that you're in this together every step of the way. And no, I don't just mean showing up with a half-hearted wave and a "how's the little parasite doing?" This is a time to be genuinely involved. Crack a joke or two to lighten the mood, sure, but remember, this is serious business. Your partner is going through a lot, and your support can make a world of difference. We're talking full-on, attentive, I'm taking notes and asking questions participation. Bring a notepad, jot down important details, and don't be afraid to ask the doctor anything that's on your mind. This shows that you're invested in the health and well-being of both your partner and your baby. Those ultrasounds aren't just for show, you know. They are a window into the world of your developing baby. It's a magical experience, seeing that tiny life form moving around. It's also a critical time to check on the baby's development and ensure everything is progressing smoothly. This is your chance to see your little nugget on the big screen, hear that tiny heartbeat, and maybe even catch a glimpse of a tiny foot in the face. It happens. These moments are precious and fleeting, so soak them in. Take mental snapshots, and if allowed, maybe even a few real ones to cherish forever. Plus, your partner is going to need all the support she can get, especially during those awkward stirrup moments. Holding her hand, offering words of encouragement, and just being there can provide immense comfort. It's a team effort, and your presence is a big part of that team. Just try to keep the jokes to a minimum, okay? While humor can be a great way to ease tension, it's important to read the room. Sometimes a serious, supportive presence is what's needed most. So suit up, be there, and make these moments count. Look, I get it. Pregnancy books can be about as exciting as watching paint dry. The endless pages of medical jargon and detailed descriptions can feel overwhelming and, let's be honest, a bit dull. But trust me, diving into this information is worth it. But trust me on this one, guys, a little knowledge goes a long way. You don't have to read every single book out there or memorize every fact. Just getting a good grasp of the basics can make a huge difference. You don't need to become a walking encyclopedia of pregnancy facts, but at least familiarize yourself with the basics. Spend some time browsing reliable websites, reading articles, or even watching informative videos. The internet is a treasure trove of information. What's happening to her body? What can she eat? These are fundamental questions that can help you understand the changes she's going through. Knowing about the different stages of pregnancy, the development of the baby, and the dietary needs can be incredibly helpful. What the heck is a Braxton Hicks contraction? These practice contractions can be confusing and even a bit scary if you don't know what they are. Learning about them can help you stay calm and support your partner when they happen. Knowing the answers to these questions will not only impress your partner, but also help you understand what she's going through. It shows that you care and are willing to put in the effort to be there for her. Plus, it can spark some meaningful conversations between you two. Plus, it's a great excuse to avoid changing diapers. Just kidding. Kind of. But seriously, being informed can make the whole experience less daunting and more enjoyable. So grab that book or open that browser and start learning. Your future self will thank you. Here's a little secret, guys. Women are amazing, but they're not mind readers. Shocking, I know. So instead of trying to guess what she needs, just ask her. It's as simple as that. Hey honey, what can I do to make your life easier? Is there anything you're craving? Do you need me to rub your feet while you watch reality TV? Trust me, she'll appreciate the thoughtfulness more than you know. Plus, it'll save you from a lot of unnecessary eye rolls and exasperated sighs. Congratulations, you've survived the first trimester. Give yourselves a round of applause, but not too loud, you don't want to wake the baby or the neighbors. The second trimester is often referred to as the honeymoon phase of pregnancy, and for good reason. The morning sickness usually subsides, the energy levels return somewhat, and that adorable baby bump finally makes its grand debut. This is the time to enjoy those first kicks, marvel at the miracle of life growing inside her, and maybe even sneak in a quick nap while you're at it. Just kidding, again, sort of. Okay, playtime's over, folks. It's time to get down to business. The second trimester is the perfect time to start prepping for baby's arrival. And no, I'm not talking about brushing up on your lullaby skills, although that's not a bad idea either. We're talking about the big stuff, setting up the nursery, choosing a baby name that doesn't make your grandma faint, and figuring out how to assemble a crib without losing your sanity. Pro tip, it involves a lot of swearing and maybe a little bit of crying. Remember all that supportive stuff we talked about in the first trimester? Yeah, that doesn't end just because the nausea has subsided. In fact, your support is needed now more than ever. As her belly grows, so will her need for help with everyday tasks. We're talking back rubs, foot massages, and maybe even the occasional trip to the grocery store at 2 in the morning for pickles and ice cream. Trust me guys, a little pampering goes a long way. Plus, it's good practice for when the baby arrives and you're running on fumes and pure adrenaline. Here's a little something for you dads-to-be, plan a Babymoon. This is your last chance to escape the real world before you're on diaper duty 24/7. Think of it as a final hurrah before your life becomes a whirlwind of feedings, diaper changes, and sleep deprivation. Go somewhere relaxing, romantic, and most importantly baby-free. You'll thank me later, and so will your partner. Just try to avoid any activities that might induce labor, okay? We're going for a relaxing getaway, not an emergency C-section. Alright guys, we're in the home stretch. The third trimester is all about getting those last-minute preparations in order. We're talking packing hospital bags, setting up the car seat, without accidentally launching it across the room, and maybe even having a fire drill for when those contractions hit. Okay, maybe not a fire drill, but you get the idea. The key here is to be prepared for anything. And by anything, I mean everything, because trust me, once that baby arrives, all bets are off. Let's be real guys, the third trimester can be tough, like really tough. Your partner is uncomfortable, emotional, and probably ready to kick someone, hopefully not you. This is where your patience will be tested, and then tested again, and then tested some more. But trust me, it's all worth it. Just remember to breathe, be supportive, and maybe have a stress ball handy for those moments when you feel like you're about to lose it. You got this. Thanks for watching, you brave souls. Remember, fatherhood is an adventure, a roller coaster, a non-stop laugh riot, with a few tears thrown in for good measure. But most importantly, it's the most rewarding experience of your life. So buckle up, enjoy the ride, and don't forget to stock up on those wet wipes. You're gonna need them. See you next time for more life-changing or at least mildly entertaining advice.